Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor. We're starting our show with these stories. Reporter Chris Chase gets us in the Halloween spirit by going to a ghost tour. Our SCTV crew attended the opening of the Fall Art Show and Sale. And later in the program, we hear news from Low Country happenings. Those stories and much more coming up. Sun City News starts now.
From our studios in Pinckney Hall, this is Sun City News with Norma Taylor. Entertainment news with Randy Selman. Sports with Doug Wright. And the entire Sun City News team covering your community and the South Carolina Low Country.
Herons Point neighborhood dared to visit Beaufort for the annual Ghost Carriage Ride. Let's see what they saw.
Herons Point!
Our SCTV crew attended the opening reception for the Fall Art Show and Sale and shares this report.
Well, I'm here with the All About Art Club co-presidents. I'm here with Jan Urbanik and Kate Mace. And Kate, what is happening here tonight?
Well, this is our fall art show. We have 115 entries. It's members who are displaying their art with 6 medium, I think. Yeah, and so it's a very exciting night. We're very excited.
Okay. Now, the judging has been done already. Is
Correct. It was done this morning.
Okay, and who did the judging?
I forgot her name. Do you?
Oh, but a
Her
professional.
name's Lauren, but she's from the Petite Gallery in Bluffton.
Okay. So what do our residents get to vote on?
They get to vote on their most popular choice.
So it's like the People's Choice
People's
Award.
Choice Award. The rest has all been voted on before.
Okay, and you have first,
Second, third, and honorable mention. And People's Choice is just one place.
and when, Kate, when do they award the People's Choice?
That will be Sunday at 3 p.m.
Okay. So, and you have a little party going on here. There's lots of food.
This is a special night. Our opening night is always special. We have food for everybody and wine and soft drinks. So yeah, hopefully everybody will enjoy. This seems to be the time when most people come.
Well, what's not to enjoy? Look at this. And the beautiful paintings. I mean, how many artists? Can an artist submit more than one?
Yes, they can submit two. Some people have submitted one and some submitted two. I think we had in the 70s there. Yeah, 70 artists, yeah.
Okay.
So, yep.
Well, ladies, thank you so much.
You're
and
welcome.
let
Thank you.
the party begin.
Right.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I'm here with Judy Meeks. And Judy, third place. Tell us about this picture.
That's of my husband, Hal Meeks, and he died in August of last year. And this painting is from a trip we took to Tahiti a long time ago. And it was his favorite moment, waiting to see what was going to happen in the South Pacific. He was so excited about it. So for me, I really enjoyed painting it. And after having not wanted to paint for a long time, I decided I would. Now I'm much more enthused about it. Thank you.
Well, it is fantastic, and as many of us know, Hal was the head of the Sun City Television at one time. Judy, you did a fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Peggy Newton, and Peggy got first place in mixed media. Peggy, tell us about this.
Okay, this is a collage of any city, I'm not sure where, but it's the third collage I ever did. I took a class last February in Guanajuato, Mexico in collage and came home and did that, and I am in shock, total shock that it won first place.
Well, first place. You did a great job, Peggy.
Well, thank
Congratulations. I'm with Harriet Forbes, and Harriet won first place in pastels. Harriet, tell us about this gorgeous, colorful picture.
Well, I had just finished a realistic pastel, and I still had all my chalks on the table. So with my leftover paper, I decided to just go crazy. And I'm so much more inhibited when I'm doing a realistic picture. And this was just an expression of let it go. And I won. I'm going to let it go some more.
Obviously, just feel relaxed and let it go. Those colors are magnificent. What made you pick that?
I'm a pastel artist, but I never use pastel colors. I always use the most brilliant ones in the box. People always think of pastels as soft, but the colors in the box are just so vibrant that I love mixing them all up.
Well, you did a great job, and congratulations, Harriet. Well, I'm here with Alex Herrera, who got first place in drawing. Boy, tell us about this, Alex.
It's just a hobby of mine, and this is kind of a recollection when I was young, I guess. And it comes out of memories, and it helps. So it runs in the family, by the way.
Now, how long does it take you to do something like this, Alex?
It depends. Sometimes you go back and change things and work on it. Probably 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
And you have more than one today, do you not?
Yes, I have a lady there that's...
So were you surprised when you came in and you saw you got first place?
Yes, I was. Yes. It's always nice, but there's so many good people here, you know.
A lot of talent here in Sun City. But Alex, congratulations on getting first place.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Coming up next, Kathy Ricardo is with us to tell us what's coming up on In Our Neighborhoods. We have a Toys for Tots promo, and Chris Chase was at Country Dress-Up Night. So stay with us. We'll return after a brief break.
Thinking about cutting that cable cord, or maybe you already did? Well, then it's a perfect time to get connected with our Sun City TV YouTube station. All our SCTV programming is on YouTube, so you won't miss anything, especially if you subscribe like over 1,000 of our residents already have. Sign in to youtube.com SCTV station, then click the subscribe button. You're all set.
In Our Neighborhoods, Kathy Ricardo is here to tell us what's on their agenda for November. Well, Kathy, you got some exciting things going on, so tell us about the November edition of In Our Neighborhoods.
Yes, thank you. We highlighted 3 neighborhood events that included Garden Walk, Carolina Landings, and Heritage Oak Place. Starting with Garden Walk, they held their Oktoberfest Fall Festival at the Pavilion. This was a meet and greet for the benefit of their newest neighbors. Tables were decorated with a fall theme, and some of the neighbors demonstrated their pumpkin carving skills. After the meal, there was music and dancing.
Well, that sounded like a lot of fun. Now, what was going on at Carolina Landings event?
As always, Carolina Landings came up with a creative event. They held a carnival in their neighborhood, complete with a taxi service. Neighbors were driven to the cul-de-sac where food and games were set up. They had hot dogs from the softball park, and the master of ceremonies was Louis Impellizzari. He led the neighbors through games which included, among other things, hatchet toss and ring toss. Tune in to see the rest.
Okay, hatchet toss. Haven't done that one. And your third neighborhood was Heritage Oak Place. Tell us about that.
Yes, and for that, we were back to the pavilion. But this was a very different event. They held a sock hop, and the whole neighborhood was involved.
Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk.
They stayed with the theme throughout, including Marilyn and Elvis. The neighbors cooked and even provided their own entertainment. There is a lot to see in our next edition, so stay tuned and enjoy.
Well, thanks, Kathy.
Thank
you.
You
don't want to
Norma.
miss this. This sounds really, really good.
It's fun. It was a lot of fun.
The Town Square Upbeats Toys for Tots Drive starts with boxes placed in all our venues on November 1st. Now, tickets for the dinner will go on sale November 3rd, and the dinner dance will be Friday, December 8th. Did you ever feel like kicking up your heels? Well, at the Country Dress-Up Night, they did. Reporter Chris Chase was there for the Texas Two-Step and the East Coast Swing. Hee-haw!
Can you feel the country in the air? We're here at Hidden Cypress. Bob, now what's going on tonight?
Well, tonight we're having a dress-up for the Sun Country Hilton Head Swing Country Dance Sig. And there's a lot of people here that have been dancing the two-step a while, and we have several people here that have never even done it one time. So it's just a good mix of everybody.
Now, what got you together for this? What gave you the idea?
Well, Kavan and I, my wife, we always loved to swing. We always loved a two-step. And there's really no place in Bluffton and really no place in Savannah to do two-step or swing in an atmosphere. And we wanted to be able to get people up and dancing because this is the music we grew up with. And, you know, it's 50s, 60s, 70s swing music, 70s, 80s, 90s country music. Just what we all grew up with.
And with a different step that you're going to show us tonight, right?
Yep, new lesson every night.
All right, yeehaw! Let's go see. So, Gigi, what brings you out here tonight?
Oh, to have some fun, dance country western, of course. I'm from Arizona originally, came to South Carolina here through Arizona, first retired the Arizona desert. So I love that country western out there out west.
It's nice to meet you.
Now we're going to do it again.
brings you out here tonight?
Well, it's country western dance night here, and it's actually country dress-up night too. So both of us pulled out the straw hats from our Texas days.
Oh, I thought you came from the grocery store, but okay.
And here we go.
Are you learning steps tonight, or do you already know them?
We're kind of new to two-step. I mean, we did it like 40 years ago, so we're relearning it.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, have fun tonight.
Oh, thank you.
So, Teresa, what brought you here tonight?
So we've always loved to dance. Well, myself and my husband, I decided that it would be good for us to learn to dance together. It's kind of a very easygoing group of people and no pressure and a lot of fun.
That's a perfect reason to be out.
Yes, it is. And we're still home before it gets too dark.
Oh, that's even better.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Kind of like the one that you just checked. What is it? Yes. Tom DeLuise. I can't see her.
Still more to come on Sun City News. Rich Holman's here with entertainment news. Georgia Lash updates us on Low Country happenings. And Doug Wright goes to the pickleball courts for some Halloween sports fun. We'll return after this break.
The November episode of Sports Done Right is very exciting. We talked to golf champions, we went over to the bowling lanes to catch some action, and we profiled 3 great athletes from the softball program. We also talked to the swimming coaches about their recent successes and swim club programs. So join me on Sports Done Right for November 2023.
Now let's head over to Rich Holman for some entertainment news.
Thanks, Norma. Opening November 2nd, Sun City Community Theater's production of It's a Wonderful Life plays at Magnolia Hall. SCTV's Randy Selman caught up with director Stephen Peters and creative consultant Neil Casey to talk about the show. Let's take a look.
Steve, just in case somebody out there hasn't seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life, tell us a little bit about It's a Wonderful Life, the radio show.
Well, this is really not a radio show. This is a show about a play with a bunch of professional actors doing It's a Wonderful Life and the crazy antics that they go through. It's Christmas Eve, 1946. They have to get here. There's some things going on, and we follow the movie, but there's some things happening. But it's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
It sounds like that. So you're following the story of It's a Wonderful Life, but not really the script. Tell us about the script.
No, the script is written, this is the script. It's written specifically for It's a Wonderful Life, a radio show. So as Steve said, it's Christmas Eve, 1946, in New York City. These are all New York actors. They're coming in, it's snowing outside, and they're trying to perform It's a Wonderful Life with all the sound effects on stage. So that's what makes this script different from the movie. But it is a lot of fun. We've got a lot of different comic elements in it, and it should be a great show. People need to come see it.
Tell us about some of the challenges putting on a radio show, even though it's not really a radio show, but it is a radio show. Tell us about the challenges.
Well, some of the biggest challenge was all summer we had 3 people scouring the countryside looking for 1940s props, telephone. We made our own door slamming. We're improvising with breaking ice in the water, just finding all kinds of different vintage things. So they've been scouring thrift stores and all kinds of stuff. So the biggest challenge is to have it all work during live show.
The sound effects.
The sound effects, yeah. So that's the big challenge right there.
Yeah, I think that's part of the fun of a radio show, or all the sound effects.
Yeah.
Have any of the actors ever performed in a radio show before? And if they haven't, or even if they had, how do they adapt to the characters without all of the stage directions and all of that?
Well, some people have done the a radio show before with the old-time radio players that Steve runs. Some people have not. We encourage them to change their voices as much as they can, because some people have to play 2 or 3 different people. I think Gary and Jay play like 4 people, 5 people. Yeah, they play a lot of different people.
Rich plays 5.
Yeah. So change your voice, get it in your body. So when we do It's a Wonderful Life, the radio show, they have to bring all these different voices to it. Then they have to bring the actor that they're bringing to the 1946 Christmas Eve into the studio. So there's a lot going on, but they were all smart and they're all very talented and they've learned a lot.
I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for taking time.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
And good luck with the show, guys.
Thank you.
We don't say break a leg here. We say sprain an ankle.
Okay, sprain an ankle.
I mean, might I perhaps get my wings? I've been waiting over 200 years now, and people are beginning to talk.
What's that book you got there?
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, sir. I was reading it when you sent for me.
Oh, fine book. Excellent. Well, you do a good job with George Bailey, and we'll see about your wings.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, if you're going to help George, you'll want to know a little something about him. Look.
Oh, I see everything. Oh, this is amazing. Boys.
Thanks, Randy. Again, It's a Wonderful Life plays November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at 7 p.m. and Sunday the 5th at 2:30. I'll see you there. Norma, back to you.
At the Low Country Happenings meeting, residents had an opportunity to learn more about the school referendum on November's ballot. School Superintendent Dr. Rodriguez spoke with SCTV.
Dr. Rodriguez, the last referendum was in 2019. What are the conditions driving the need to place one on this year's ballot?
Well, in 2019, remember, the school district hadn't passed the bond referendum in over 11 years. And when the 2019 bond referendum package or project list was put together, there were a lot of identified needs that didn't really make that list because it was at $344 million. And so there were others that didn't make the list. And so this particular bond referendum captures a lot of those needs that were left over from the first referendum in 2019 and some new identified needs that are there.
Now, some of the initiatives I've read, early childhood education, career and technical education, why are those so important?
Those are important. Look, the early childhood education is an important component. You know, here in South Carolina, kindergarten is not compulsory, and so this is important. If you can get students into early childhood education at an earlier rate, they can come into kindergarten ready for kindergarten. In many cases, we have students that arrive that are 1 to 2 years behind and not ready for kindergarten. And so this is designed to help get our students ready for kindergarten.
And the career and technical education
component. Career and technical education is so important because we have programs that address the needs of our high academic students that are pushing their way towards colleges, and then we have students that want to go to careers. And so we provide through career and technical education a lot of career opportunities. For example, in Bluffton we have a fire academy, we have welding academies, we have auto mechanics, we have marine mechanics, we have a biomedical component partnership with Beaufort Memorial Hospital. So there are a lot of I just mentioned a few, but there are so many opportunities for our students to take advantage of our career and technical education programming.
Now, when we hear things like referendum, a lot of flags go up for some people. So if passed, what's the financial impact to our demographic and others?
This is a $439 million bond referendum. It does not require a millage increase.
So no increased tax?
No, we're currently in your tax bills, it's 36.3 mils. If it passed, your tax bill would say 36.3 for school debt fund.
This is probably a question you don't want to answer, but what happens if the referendum doesn't pass?
Well, a lot of the projects that are on the list are going to be deferred or not able to be completed. So we're going to have to deal with some of the overcapacity. For example, at Pritchardville is 130% overcapacity, so we're going to have to tackle that. And the other option that the school district has is what's called 8% funding, and that's typically for more routine maintenance work, and that's not anywhere near enough to deliver on these projects. So in essence, what we would probably have to consider how we handle that and defer maintenance in order to accomplish.
I have one question I have left to ask as a former fellow teacher. When you walked in that classroom the first day to teach social studies, did you have any idea that someday you'd be standing in front of lots of people talking about how to take care of thousands of students?
Never in my wildest dream. Education has been a wonderful career. I walked into classrooms. I loved every bit of teaching students, and I still do today. I try to get into a classroom and teach about once a year, just to understand and keep in touch with what our teachers are experiencing in the classroom.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming in to enlighten us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Now here's Doug Wright with sports news.
Sun City members of the Pickleball Club participated in 2 special events in October, including the Spooktacular Tournament at the Argent Lakes Courts as part of a celebration of Halloween. Our team was there to cover it, costumes and all.
Well, it's the weekend before Halloween, and we are at the Northside Pickleball Courts at Argent Lakes. And scarily enough, it's really chilly out here today, but we've got 76 participants in the Spooktacular Tournament. We'll be talking to Jackie Hart, who is the organizer of this affair. So let's go take a look at some men's doubles action, and then we'll catch some of the female action. Well, Jackie, it's a little chilly this morning on the weekend before Halloween, and tell us what's going on with this spooktacular business.
Well, today we are playing pickleball rally style, so we decided to make it a spooktacular and celebrate Halloween.
And can you explain for those who don't know what rally scoring means as opposed to the regular method?
So rally scoring is similar to tennis in that every point will count. So you do not have to be serving to win a point in rally play unless you're winning the final point. You also play to 21 instead of playing to 11.
And of course that speeds up the games and allows more play.
It certainly does.
Well, excellent. Are you participating today?
I will be playing at 10:30, yes sir.
Will you be wearing those scary tights?
That I will.
Okay, well, Jackie, you always do a great job of organizing. How many people are participating?
We have about 76 today.
Wow, that's great. Men and women, or you got different categories?
We do. We have men and women. This morning is men's doubles and women's doubles, and tomorrow will be mixed.
Okay.
To view expanded coverage of sports news, check out Doug's monthly show, Sports Done Right. Well, we're at the end of our news update. Thank you for watching. Catch us on cable and on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing. And to see expanded coverage of some of our SCTV stories, tune into our monthly show Extra. Now, if you have questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. But make sure you tune in next week for all the news happening in your neighborhood. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor.